The new retirement may be no retirement at all, and sports betting season is upon us, and Americans are expected to wager billions.
Plenty of ways to win out here. You got that and the lotto. Jane King is at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more in today's Morning Business Report.
Good morning. Americans are expected to bet a record $30 billion on this year's NFL season, according to the American Gaming Association. Sportsbooks FanDuel and DraftKings are getting ready for the biggest opportunity of the year, even as they face growing competition from BetMGM and Caesars. However, there is a crackdown on illegal betting sites. Earlier this month, 50 attorneys general wrote a letter to the Justice Department asking the federal government to crack down and step up enforcement against unlicensed gambling because states are losing an estimated $4 billion in tax revenue. Well, coming off Labor Day weekend, 7 in 10 workers feel they could be just as productive in a 4-day work week. The survey conducted by Talker Research found millennials as the generation most likely to support a 4-day work week, with Gen Z and Gen X slightly less enthused. If Americans were to get their 4-day work week, which is the day they'd like to have off, Friday dominated with 55% of the votes, followed by Monday. And stocks did close lower Friday, but the S&P 500 scored its 4th winning month in a row. Meantime, September has traditionally been the worst month of the year for stocks. Now, this year could be especially precarious with the Fed meeting and tariffs. Spirit-Airlines filed for bankruptcy for a second time this year. Bloomberg reports Spirit may try to return as many as 150 leased planes, and the airline will likely offer more extended voluntary leave to employees. Discount airlines have had a tough time balancing cheap fares with high labor costs. And baby boomers are rejoining the workforce after retirement at higher rates than they were before the pandemic. That's according to new LinkedIn data. The share of retirees heading back to work peaked at 5.5% in 2023, dipped to 4.4% in 2024. That is still well above the pre-2020 levels of 2 to 3%, suggesting the trend could be here to stay. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with your Morning Business Report.